responses from friends and family have been the most impactful for you?
Okay, so one thing I kind of learned in this experience and what's happened in the past couple months was that the support is unimaginable. And when I came out with my story, I was really worried about like backlash and people saying, "Oh, you're making it up. Oh, you're exaggerating. What were you wearing? What were you doing?" I was expecting like a bucket load of those types of comments, but I got support from people I had barely talked to before, people I've had in passing classes and stuff like that. And I did get some comments that I would quickly delete, or I got some DMs, but it's like just one supporter negated like 10 negative comments for me. It was amazing to learn how many people actually supported the survivors and how many people wanted to help.
I wrote for Elgato in high school, and I remember when I would write like a controversial opinion article, like obviously it would piss people off. Like obviously this email wasn't everyone's favorite, and we definitely received some interesting reactions. But I think the most important thing for me was like always hearing people like say either like, "I was thinking this too, thank you for saying it," or, you know, "I never thought about it this way, and now I'm like talking about it with my friends or my family." And so a few messages that I received were like, "Hey, you know," I think like especially from like people from Los Gatos or alum who would like reach out to me and be like, "Hey, I had no idea this was happening and so like prevalent." And they would say, "You know, my whole family sat down at dinner last night and like talked about your words and like talked about what you said." And that to me like just makes all the difference. The fact that like we've brought this to light and that people are now talking about it and they're like, "Whoa, what is a rape culture? Did I recognize this in any way? Like, had I seen this before?" Like, and then they start going back and thinking like, "Oh, okay, like I've been to parties and I've seen these actions," and you start to it forces people to recognize like when they were a bystander to something, or like how they can, you know, be an upstander, right? And so I think that to me is just the best part, that like we've started a conversation, maybe we're not going to end it, but people are talking about it, and that is so cool. And just like the fact that and my words can do that, and our team like just we did that, and I'm so proud of that. And I really appreciate when people come to me and they say, you know, like, "I was never assaulted, I had no idea this was happening, but like how do I be an ally? Like now that I'm aware of this, how do I be an ally?" And just like talking about it for me is like the first step, and it just fills me with like so much like pride and just like hope for the future.